It's streaming, yeah.
Okay, good.
So I'll have to move that one once I sit down, but I'll be standing in the beginning. No problem. This technical stuff. Glad to have technicians on hand.
Woo! We're technical.
I mean, I was. How tight is your thing?
What, the camera itself?
Yeah, the external one. The webcam.
You see we got it all taped up and everything, right?
I don't want to touch it.
You can mess with the adjustment on the pole.
You should do that.
What do you want to go lower? That's what
However you want to see.
Well,
however you want.
at this moment, I don't want to leave it where it is until I get ready to sit, then drop it down. At this moment, I don't think I want it that low.
Yeah, bring it back up.
Which one is that?
This one is on the right, and
Yeah,
then
so
this
it's
is
a little lower now. So I'll just bring it back up for now.
Just make sure you look at both camera viewpoints.
Yes, sir.
What's my thing?
All right, I should be able to manage from here.
All right, Sifu.
We jamming.
What are we doing today, Sifu?
Hey, well, today, family, we're going to get right back into it, right back into our meditation, counting the breath, going over that, as well as I have some very specific questions dealing with breathing and dealing with meditation that I like to put out there. Should I go ahead and put those out, or are we waiting for more people to show up?
I'm actually going to start sharing this into a bunch of other groups, so maybe you want to give it a couple minutes.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And we're here.
We are. We are here. We are always on time, Sifu.
That's what I love about us. One of the many things, anyway.
Yeah. One of the many things.
Okay. I can dig it. I know they're going to be crying about my arms. I can't see both of your arms. The only way to see both is when I move over here.
Oh, you're streaming, aren't you? I forgot about that.
I'm always streaming, my brother.
Oh, yeah, you're live right now. Always streaming, my brother. Oh, yeah, you're live right now. Oh, you can even hear me. Oh, yeah, you're live right
Yeah.
now. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, yeah, you're live right now. Oh, oops.
I can definitely hear you, no doubt.
I fixed it. I see you.
Anybody in the house? Anybody home? Anybody here? Am I all alone?
I'll double check actually here for you, Sifu.
Check it out. See who's here.
Yeah, I'll get in the studio and see if things are popping off.
Welcome to the chat, family.
Oh, there you go. You got somebody who wants to join, I think. Sifu.
Come on in.
You gotta allow them into the room.
Absolutely. More than happy to allow them into the room.
Nice.
I didn't see a pop-up, but this is the OBS screen.
Yeah, you just gotta open up the Google Meet tab.
So that's Sam. Sam, come on in, Sam.
Yeah, nice. And we got 3 viewers on the YouTube too.
Oh, come on in, family.
Yeah, so we are good.
Let's go ahead and launch off. Let's take flight.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Hey, Sam, welcome to the live stream here. So,
hey, you can hear me, but I just came in from doing all sorts of work, so I'm literally covered in dirt. So I'm just gonna stay off the video.
Hey,
that's perfect. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah. For this special occasion, I would say it's more important that you see me and I see you. It's not so important. So I'll tell you what, Brother Peyton and I are working, making more and more time available on our personal schedules because we want to make sure that the community is able to have access to the information. You know, we have the 5:45 a.m. Meditation class just like this. We just began today, and there'll also be one. What is it? 6 days. So Sunday through Thursday. No, Sunday through Friday. We'll be doing this same type of thing, and we're going to slowly but surely build up into, I'll say, the length of our meditation, and also into various types of meditations. But what we're working on now is called a method that's called counting the breath, and we want to make sure that we're all using the exact same method. If you're not familiar with the method, you should definitely go to the YouTube page and check it out, counting the breath, and learn that. Today, don't worry about it. You can just do whatever you're used to doing in regards to using your own method. But before we begin, there's a couple key points that I want to put out there, things for us to think of. The first question is, what are some reasons that we use what we call nostril breathing? What are some reasons? What are your reasons? What are you familiar with? And this does not require a Google search. I would prefer for you to simply figure it out on your own or just take a guess, you know. And of course, I'm going to give you some information in regard to that. So there's no reason for a Google search. I would rather you not waste your time with that. But what are some reasons for nostril breathing? Also, the second part of that is, why do we use abdominal breathing specifically, as opposed to breathing with our chest or with our mouth? Some things to think about. Brother Peyton, are you still there? Anybody want to chime in?
Yeah, I'm still here. I just muted my microphone so you wouldn't have to hear me if there was any crashes and bangs.
Oh, nice. Let me ask you a question. So, are you able to mute anyone else's microphone who?
Yeah. We got Sam still here in the house. She can talk.
Oh, that's good. I'm saying, but if we need for you to mute somebody, are you able to do that?
No, we would have to ask them to mute themselves.
Oh, okay, nice. But anyway,
you might be able to mute yourself.
So let me ask you a question, brother. Did you hear the first question that I asked? Why do we use a particular breathing method that is using the nostrils as opposed to using our mouth? And I believe we talked about it.
I did hear that. I just didn't want to interject if somebody else had an answer. You know how it goes. We got to get those peers thinking. We got to get those thoughts flowing. But yeah,
I used to know the answers, but that was about a decade ago when I went through my Tai Chi courses, and I was just sitting there trying to do recall, which I'm struggling with, which is why I want to do the meditation part to try to regain some of my lost memory stuff.
Nice.
I remember some of it, like being able to draw the breath into the nose helps you control your breath so that you are able to get a nice steady flow, and like the whole, I know the cyclical breathing, basically oxygenates throughout your whole body. If you just pull into your chest, it's too tight. You have to actually learn how to cycle air through your body, right?
Great. I like it. Absolutely. So as you said, go ahead, Brother Peyton. You want to build on it a little bit? Add some more to it?
I do. Specifically breathing through the nostrils. What's the pharynx? Breathing through the pharynx?
Right.
Increases nitric oxide production naturally in the body.
That's a huge one right there, my brother. That's a huge one, and I hope everybody else heard exactly what you said. And if you would, why is it so important for us to even think about nitric, not nitrous, but nitric oxide?
Oh man, it's ridiculous to even assume that it wouldn't be important because of the effect of enlarging the blood vessels. It literally makes you a more effective human being no matter what you're trying to do.
I like that. Oh boy, I like that.
Damage also.
What was that?
More oxygen through the body also helps to fight cancer because you're getting all kinds of fresh oxygen oxygen into every cell of your body. So it's kind of like lifting up the vibration and the energy in your body, therefore eliminating a lot of sickness, diseases, and things of that nature of all kinds. It comes from us from birth. When we are born, we breathe from the low part of our stomach until we reach a certain age, and then we forget about that. But we need to maintain the breathing from the low part of our abdomen so we can actually have more fresh oxygen going into our lungs, circulating throughout our whole entire body.
Oh yeah, now we starting to build now. This is what I like, when we can exchange and keep building. All of us are learning here. Is that the medicine man himself?
It is. It is the body engineer, the Tai Chi 360 medicine man.
Brother Ali.
Go.
Brother Ali, thank you for that input, my brother.
Thank you, Sifu.
All right, I'm going to build a little more on that as well. So also by using the diaphragm, specifically the respiratory diaphragm, because we have diaphragms throughout our body and other places, right? This respiratory diaphragm is a flat muscle, and it goes horizontally across our body, right? That diaphragm actually separates our respiratory system from our digestive system. Also, when we take a breath in and use our diaphragm, it's a lot more efficient because we're using one single muscle as opposed to breathing from the chest, where the chest requires us to use all of those intercostal muscles, the muscles in between the ribs. So if you're depending on chest breathing, you'll see people that start breathing out of their mouth. They start panting like a dog, not breathing like a real man or a real woman who actually takes in a chi breath, a full breath that comes from the ground and travels all the way through their body. So that's another big reason to activate that diaphragm. On the breath in, the diaphragm begins to go down. As the diaphragm goes down, that allows more space inside of our torso for our lungs to inflate to its fullest capacity. That makes sense, family?
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. So with that being said and done, we're going to bow in every time. And if you have not seen the video where we go through the specific details, very specific, family, the bow is part of the Tai Chi. It's actually a form itself. You should learn the proper way to bow in, okay? And go back and look at the video on the Tai Chi 360 webpage on YouTube, right? Go and check that out, family. Learn how to bow in properly. For today, we'll just bow in together, do the best you can. And then we're going to get into a little bit of movement just to get the air moving around nicely inside of our body. And then we're going to do a short sitting session. And we're going to do the counting the breath method. Maybe 15 minutes or so. That should be fine starting out. And as we're sitting, I just want you to be the observer, right? Observing your thoughts. Don't attach to any thoughts. Just let the thoughts come and allow the thoughts to leave on their own. Don't try to force them away. Don't entertain the thoughts. Don't build on the thoughts. Just observe. Okay? Once you learn to do that, you're going to see, man, you're going to see just how powerful we are, because your consciousness begins to elevate. You don't have so much clutter in the way. You begin to regain more of your memory. You notice you'll start seeing a lot of different health benefits by simply allowing your mind to be free and not attaching to so many disturbances, so many distractions. So let's go ahead and bow in. Although you may or may not be able to see my feet are about shoulders width apart. So let's say that your foot is, I wear size 11 and a half, right? So I want to use about a foot's distance in between my 2 feet. We're standing in the Tai Chi ready position. Oh, Soul Group showing up.
Oh, good.
Let me allow Soul Group to come in, family. Come on in, family.
So I brushed all the debris from the woodshed off, and I can be on video.
Come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. We just getting started. We just getting started. Glad to have you here. Now, although you missed out on quite a bit of good information that we exchanged, you can go back and catch that 5 or 10 minutes later. We're getting ready to bow in, and we were talking earlier about the reason for breathing in the nose using belly breathing. We talked about the diaphragm. What else did we talk about? Nitric oxide, vasodilation, quite a few things, quite a bit. But now we're going to bow in, family. We're going to bow in. As we're standing here, we want to center our mind on our lower belly, on the lower dantian. And just by doing that, you will notice that your heart rate begins to slow down. Everything begins to slow down. And that's what we want. We want to slow everything down. Any thoughts that you brought with you today, allow those thoughts to go away. You can entertain those thoughts later. But at this moment, there's nothing more important than releasing. We're not gaining anything. We're releasing and allowing. And once you feel nice and centered with your Tai Chi pole, meaning your body is vertically aligned, your crown point is up, your tailbone is down, we want to begin with an exhale. And remember, we're breathing in the nose and out of the nose. And also, the tip of our tongue is at the roof of our mouth, behind the front 2 teeth. A lot of instruction, I know. So let's go ahead and begin with an exhale, sinking down just a bit. And then we inhale, we begin rising up. And then our hands are also floating upward. This is opening the lower dantian, opening the center, the heart chakra, as well as the third eye. And then we want to lean forward. And this is where we begin to connect more with the earth. Bringing up the hands and arms on the side of the body. And I'm doing my best to keep you in view here. The left hand makes a hollow fist, and the right hand is above it, just covering it. And then we do a bow. And this is just paying respects to ourselves, to our fellow practitioners, to all of the founders, the past, present, and future masters. We want to remain mindful of everything that they've done for us and be in a place of gratitude. And we exhale all the way down. Follow me here, family. A couple breaths. Just inhale this way. Breathe in the nose. And then exhale coming down the center like this. Exhale down. We'll do it again. Twice more, just like that. Breathe in. As you breathe in, your legs should be getting a little bit straight. So you're straightening your legs. And then as you exhale and your tailbone goes down, your legs begin to bend just a bit, like a little sitting action, almost squatting. Yes, just like that. Same thing again. Rising up with the arms. And then bringing that energy, that chi from above, inside of your bivalve, the crown point, all the way down into your lower dantian. Good. Here, now watch the hands this time. 3 more breaths, just this way now. We breathe in. And then we begin to exhale, breathing out. Now your eyes, family, you can have your eyes like slightly closed, not completely closed. Just like this. Inhale. We'll do 2 more just like this. Here's a perfect example of what your eyes should look like right behind me here. They look closed, but they're not, right? Almost closed, but not completely closed. That's what you want to have. There's a number of reasons for that as well. We'll talk about that at a later point. For now, let's just allow our body to get comfortable, allow our mind to de-stress and let go of the whole day, all of the activities from the day. No time to process any information right now. We're busy doing our work. We're busy doing our work, internal work. Exhale down. We're going to do one more exercise, and then that'll be a good time to get right into a short sitting. And I want to explain in a little more detail because Soul Group is here. The few of us that are here, you'll get the bonuses for being here. I'll give more details on some exercises that everyone else think that they know already, but they really don't know all the details. Somebody wants in. Exhale.
Oh, good.
Exhale. So family, you've heard me say or mention, or you've seen me introduce. Yeah, I'm feeling good now. Actually, it's starting to get a little too comfortable here, spaced out.
Too comfortable to let people join, huh?
Yeah. But check this out, family. You've heard me mention, well, the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, that's true.
But you've heard of the exercise called sword fingers, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to give you a little more details. Remember, family, when you tell people that you spent time learning or sharing anything with me, I want you to be professional about what you're talking about. I want you to know what you're talking about. So sword fingers, we make this gesture with our hands, right? This hand gesture. I'll put this one in front of this camera, and then I'll change. Right? We make this. So.
Hey, see,
yeah.
Do your laptop camera too.
Where is it?
Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so look at my thumb.
Index finger over middle?
Yes. No, it's not middle. It's ring finger.
Oh, ring finger?
Yes.
Oh, ring finger.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm talking about, no. I'm talking about the thumb and the finger that I have down. They're going to be like that, but the swords are here. But specifically, I'm putting emphasis on the ring finger and the thumb. All right? You get that? You see it?
Yeah, okay, so you've got the pinky underneath the ring finger then?
So the pinky is folded right beside the ring finger.
Okay, but the thumb is
connected with the ring finger specifically.
Okay, I see that now.
So here comes a bonus. So why is that? What are these fingers associated with? We'll just talk about the ring finger. So the ring finger is associated with what we call the triple warmer, right? The triple warmer. You can look this up later. This is your homework. I gave you something to work with.
Yeah.
The triple warmer, right? Also known as SJ1. You can look that up later. But here's also, we have our thumb. The thumb is associated with the lungs. You got me, family?
I think it.
Yes. So we're going to talk more about each finger, but now you know, we'll talk more about each finger later. But you've been initiated now because you know these first 2 fingers. Right? The ring finger and the thumb specifically, and then the pointer finger or the index finger and the middle finger, they're over each other like so. So the index finger is over the middle finger. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Very important information. Remember, we're doing inner alchemy, and there are meridians inside of our body, right? All these meridian lines. So we're connecting these lines. I want to ask you a question. If anybody knows this, I'm going to be super, 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 super excited. because you are a biology anatomy guru. What nerve, the primary nerve associated with the diaphragm?
Vagus nerve.
Talk to me, family.
Vagus nerve.
No, it's there, but it's not the one that I'm. Well, you know, the vagus nerve pretty much goes through the whole body. That's the wandering nerve, right? But this one is not the vagus nerve. I'll give you a tip. I don't know if it means anything to you or not, but specifically located around C3 and C4. Do a Google search. Somebody's already searching. C3 and C4. And I'll tell you why, one reason why this nerve is so important. So C3 and C4 is going through here, right? Dealing with the cervical spine, right? When we do our sword fingers, remember, we make the shape of the fingers, but we also do this, right, family? We lift up. We lift up the shoulders, right around C3, C4. Not only do we lift up, we also look up. So what are we doing in here? We're stimulating that nerve. That nerve that you're going to tell me the name of later is associated with, it drives all the way down into the diaphragm. Right? You ever seen somebody get like a chop on the neck and then they faint?
Yeah.
Right. So they're hitting inside of there, not only arteries, but there's nerves as well.
Is it the aorta?
Not the aorta. That's dealing with a vessel.
I don't know nothing, Seafood.
I'll tell you what it is because because you all are here and you deserve it.
Thanks, Seafood.
So I'll spell it for you. P-H-R-E-N-I-C. Pharynx. P-H-R-E-N-I-C. All right?
Okay.
Would anybody have guessed that, or was it just me? I know the man sitting next to you knows, so he's not included.
I might have guessed the word, but not how to spell it.
So now you know, my brother. So now you know why we're doing this action with the hands as well as with the shoulders and the neck. We're stimulating that nerve, which is associated with our diaphragm, family. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's do sword fingers. Now, this is what we're going to do. These sword fingers, these people are coming from Facebook. These sword fingers, I want you to do at your own pace, meaning that you follow your own breath. When you inhale and exhale, it's all on your breath and not mine, because it's best when we use our own breath. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's do it. Did Brother Jeremy fall out on us?
He did. He must have started watching from YouTube or something.
Gotcha. No worries.
Maybe he didn't want to fear.
No worries.
Here.
So let's keep it going. Let's do 6 reps of the sword fingers, and we should have a nice oxygen stimulation going by that time. Nice breathing pattern going. Nice relaxed, and then we can get into our meditation. Be a nice segue. I'll do a couple with you on my breath, but I want you to do your own breath because you'll get more from the exercise by following your breathing pattern and not anyone else's. All right, that way you're sure to get a full inhale and a full exhale. We want a full breath both ways. Now, although we just spoke of nostril breathing, this particular exercise uses what we call a healing sound. Actually, there's 2 different healing sounds. Today, I'm only going to use one. And that healing sound obviously has to come out of our mouth, right? So we're going to breathe in the nose, but out of the mouth. And when we breathe out of the mouth, we'll make a sound that goes. That'll be the exhale. All right? Let's do it together. So as we inhale, we'll do these first couple together, and then you can go ahead and do it on your own so you'll know exactly how it feels. As we inhale, remember, in the nose and pull the shoulders up high and look up towards the sky. Hold the breath for just 1 or 2 beats. And then when you exhale, open your hands, flattening out the palm, and make the S sound. My hands feel supercharged already. Let's do it again, family. Nice big breath this time. That was weak on my part. That was weak because I was giving instructions. But anyway, I'm going in now. I'm going for it. 5 more.
Whew.
I got 1 more.
Were you making the healing noise? Oh, I just couldn't hear you over myself.
Sound like air cold or something.
Yeah, you can do the S or the Z. Yeah. But I should be quiet.
All right, that's 6. Let me explain one more thing about that exercise. Make it a part of your daily routine, family. You will start seeing significant health benefits from that exercise alone. As my good brother Ali said, we're getting in so much fresh oxygen, especially with this exercise. When the hands are up like this, that allows our lungs to just hang and dangle more. You know, they're more vertical, you know. Remember how many different points we're stimulating here by doing all of these different movements. All right. Now, a big thing that I did not mention, because we're building the exercise up, we're building it up to make it perfect eventually, right? So in between each repetition, there is no breath in between. You get what I'm saying? You get that, Brother Peyton?
I think I understand. So inhale, exhale, and then go back straight up.
Go right back right into it. Yeah, don't take your time to get your breath back. No, that getting breath back is going back up.
Gotcha. Well, then I did it perfectly on accident.
Good. Also, remember as you exhale, you should open the palm. Right? That's another thing. And I'm not sure if you noticed when I took that last breath at the end. I'll do it again. Watch this. This is called a sealing. You're going to seal, and I'll explain to you what sealing is. Let me do one. So, heard that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
At the end, that is when you want to tighten the anal sphincter just a bit. All right? That's going to help us close our container and prevent any leakages of energy. Also, the hu-yin point, we tighten that just a tad. Don't squeeze it where you over contract. It's just a little, like a little suggestion. All right? So add that to the mix and you got the whole exercise.
Hui-yin is the root.
Thank you. You want to explain that to family?
Thank you.
Some people may not know what hu-yin is, huh? Maybe they're new to the family.
That's true.
I'll show it to them real quick. If you look at this point right here, this is a picture from Sifu. I'll put it on both views. So if you imagine having this point at the very bottom of your body, the basin of your body, right there, it's a point in between our reproductive organs and the anus. I'll say it again, the point in between the reproductive organs and the anus. There's a little soft space in there. That's the hu-yin point.
Don't forget us down here, Sifu.
Oh.
Don't forget us down here.
My bad, family.
We're down lower.
Oh. I got to get used to these cameras.
Yeah.
Let me hook it up. Hold on, fam. I love this. I love this new studio setup you got here for me, no brother. I love it, man. I'm going to get it. See that right there? That will be the hu-yin point. Forget about everything else for now. All right. Right down in there. Sifu! Sifu made this for us.
Thank you, Sifu.
Yes, sir.
Sifu Braun Hoffman.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, any questions about counting the breath before we begin?
Counting the breath before we begin. Oh, no. Are we taking seats now?
Yeah, we're going to start off sitting down. And if you would, my good brother, would you set your clock?
What? Set my clock? All right, I can do that.
Set the timer on your clock so we don't have to keep looking at the time to see what time it is. That'll break your... You want to be meditating. You don't want to be looking back and forth at what time it is. That's going to break your practice. You know what I mean? So, if you're sitting on a chair, don't sit on a soft chair.
Want to sit on this?
Sit on the edge of a chair. Make sure your back is straight. Make sure your back is straight. Make sure your crown point is up. Make sure the tip of your chin is slightly in. Same rules from Tai Chi posture. No matter if you're sitting or standing, same rules apply. Okay?
Am I doing 15, Sifu?
Let's do 20.
Do 20.
Family, we're going to do 20. I want to do 20 because I want you to really get into it a little bit more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not really going to get you into it. Now, 20 minutes, you may find your mind wandering. Don't worry about it. Just remember the rules. Don't attach to any thoughts. So if you hear something, a bird chirp, don't try to figure out in your mind if it's a red bird or a blue bird or a black bird. Just let it be a bird. That's fine. You get what I'm saying?
All right.
You might find your mind wandering. Put it back on the lower dantian. Okay? Here's something else you can add to the mix. When you inhale, expand your awareness out infinitely. When you exhale, condense your awareness. Make it very small. Bring it in and take it into the lower dantian. So it's like you're breathing with your whole awareness. Bringing it back in and placing it in the lower dantian with each and every breath. That's a lot of work. There's no time for nothing else. Let me get my bell and we can get it. Let's get it, family. I'll tell you what, the power of group meditation, that's also very powerful. Although we're not physically in the same space, energetically we are. Energetically we are. Another thing that I like to do, family, when I sit, I like to cover my knees with a towel because it helps keep the heat inside my body, and it'll also help your knees be a lot more comfortable. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to go ahead and do it.
Should I start the timer, Sifu?
Please, sir.
All right, she's started.
All right, family, let's go ahead and do it. We're going for 20 minutes. Give it a go, family. We'll talk about it afterwards. So with your eyes remaining closed, with your eyes still closed, just rub your hands together. Make your hands a little hot. Just rubbing the hands together, making the hands warm. Eyes are still closed. And then cover your eyes with your hands. And then open your eyes while the palms are still over the eyes, opening eyes. Now you may notice that you have accumulated some saliva in your mouth. Be sure to swallow that down all the way down into the dantian. Just swallow that down all the way down. And you can take your hand and you can kind of like just rub your head a bit. Just rub your head. You can open your eyes. You can pull on your ears a bit. Pull on your ears. You can open and close your mouth. Stretching your mouth. Let's just do a little tap. Just slightly go up and down. Three times on each side would be good. Not too much. It's kind of late in the evening. We don't need any overstimulation. Just getting ready for bed, family. Just a little bit. And you can drum on your body a little bit. All right, fam. How was it? Let's talk about it. How was it? That 20 minutes fly by for you?
It was long enough for me to get bored of meditating and then realize a new observation.
Good.
Because my mind was so unstimulated, it created something stimulating by expanding my awareness into some vibrating feelings from my lower body.
Good, nice observation. So that's very important thing that you just mentioned. You talk about the mind. So we are not our mind, you know what I mean? And a lot of times we get so involved in our mind that we really don't know who we are. We're not our thoughts. You know, thoughts are something that come and go. But if we entertain those thoughts, we never have that. Remember earlier when you and I was talking, and I said in between the forms we have like transitions. So it's the same thing. We think it's dead space, but it's not. It's actually full of everything. That's that Wu-Ji space that we want to create, the nothingness. But the monkey mind is used to always being entertained. It doesn't want to allow us to go into the Wu-Ji. It wants to jump from one thought to the next. It's want to be entertained, you know, and that's just normal. So our training helps us to stay in that space of strictly observation. And you observed quite a bit about yourself in that short period of time. That's phenomenal. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So the point is, like you said, don't attach to the thoughts. Just allow the thoughts to come and stick to our method, man. Always go back to our method. I'll tell you what happened with me. My mind was pretty scattered quite a bit in the beginning. I don't know how long. I would probably say maybe half of the time we were sitting. I noticed that I kept getting away from my count, thinking about stuff that we're doing. My mind kept going back there, and I'm like, you shouldn't be going there. You should be doing your technique. So when I went back to my technique, it got me right where I needed to be, and I could find myself getting more and more relaxed. And I know if I was to sit another 20 minutes, I would have truly went into the meditative state now. Did I really reach that just now? No, I did not. But it's good. It was good training. It's just like lifting weights. You keep training, and one day you'll hit that meditative spot, and then you'll start hitting that spot a lot more frequently and a lot easier. You'll access that a lot easier. And then some days are not as good as the other days. You know, we're all human. If you're worrying about,
I hit an interesting it was, I don't know what to call it. I guess I'm not used to doing practices this late in the evening.
Right.
And I specifically did not want to correct my posture at all during this meditation.
Good.
So I just kind of let my head hang for the first time in years. And I just really relaxed for once.
Interesting. So speaking of making adjustments, that's good because we don't want, once we get into our position, we pretty much want to maintain that. You know, we don't want to keep making all these movements, you know, adjustments. No, stay there. Don't move. Just stay there, you know. Your neck's not going to fall off. Your leg's not going to fall off or anything. But do your best to begin with the best posture and maintain that posture. You get
I've
what I'm saying?
noticed for myself, when you get into a good meditation routine, that no matter how tired I would get, I would go and lay down to try to go to sleep, and I can't because there's something I had forgotten. And then I'd wake up and I'd get into my meditation, and then I could go to sleep. But into that habit, you know, and just going to bed and laying down, trying to close your eyes, it's like my mind's going, okay, I forgot something. Oh, meditate, okay. And I would literally sit back up and just sit right there in my bed on my pillow and just start meditating.
That's
it got
good.
to where it was part of my routine, you know, every night. And if I didn't do that, I couldn't sleep until I did my meditation to end my night. Cleared my mind, relaxed my body, and believe it or not, I was able to get very decent sleep, total relaxation, 5-6 hours. My body felt like mush. I mean, I was so relaxed. There were times that I knew I was walking, but I couldn't feel the muscles because they were so relaxed.
Wow, that's good. So that goes to show different people have different experiences. And also, some people may find that morning or AM versus PM may be a different type of experience for them personally. A lot of people actually find out that in the early AM, before the mind gets real busy and thinking about a lot of things, that's when I actually find myself better attuned to do my meditation practice. But everybody's different. Hey Sam, you got anything you want to share in regards to your experience?
Actually, listen, that was actually a really huge deal for me because I finally got my right hip to stay in the socket. It's huge for me. But in the past, I haven't been able to sit and do any type of sit meditation or even any type of completely still meditation because my body was so incredibly out of alignment and like everything, like I couldn't sit still because I had neuropathy. I had a bunch of surgeries on my legs, and before that, I'd have neuropathy. So like I couldn't sit still. That was amazing. I was able to sit. I was able to talk now.
Hold on a minute. Apologies.
For most of my life, I've not been able to sit even with my legs underneath me like this without my legs falling asleep. I can't. I just not able to feel my legs from the knee down. Like I couldn't. I felt like I was walking on peg legs.
Right.
So like being able to sit cross-legged for 20 minutes and doing this.
What's going on here? He left.
I had a horseback riding accident where I really jacked up my ribs and compressed my ribs. So if I tried to sit like that long between my legs and my ribs stabbing me repeatedly, I would never be able to do that. And this is the first time I've ever been able to sit 20 minutes like that.
Touchdown. That's good. Thank you for that feedback, Sam. That's awesome. Now, with you saying that, I would like to say this. do whatever feels comfortable to you. Don't force yourself to do anything if your body's telling you to do something else. So don't fight through it. Just accept what your body allows you to do. And you'll notice over time that your body will be a lot more receptive to what you're doing. But don't force it.
Yeah, near the end, my body's like, you're pushing me too hard, stuff.
Right. That's awesome. You guys hear that, Peyton?
Yeah. It's amazing, how much simple things can become difficult.
That's so true.
Yep.
Very true.
You don't know. It's like until you can't use 3 of your hands, you don't. It's like until your right arm's the only thing that works properly. It's like you don't understand like how things. I mean, I learned I had no use of my left arm for 6 years. 6 years, I had 0.
Wow.
It just hung, and it would hang like a dead. It was purple. It would just hang like a dead piece of meat at my side.
Wow.
It was gross. It was so gross.
Wow. Phenomenal. You made such a good comeback. That's amazing.
Well, I was trying to do physical therapy, but the physical therapy because they weren't doing it holistically. And I flunked out of physical therapy. They said you have 8% increase in function. That's all you're going to get.
Oh,
they
wow.
said we're flunking you out of physical therapy. You're going to be in a wheelchair by the time you're 50. They told me I was going to be in a wheelchair. They told me I was never going to use my left arm again.
Wow.
I can do that.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you need to send a video to that doctor that told you all that BS and say, hey, here's a message for you. You were wrong. That's awesome, man. Welcome to the family. I'm so happy to hear that.
I've been with you since last June.
Oh, I know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for that testimony that you shared on that video also. That was nice. Really appreciate that. We're going to keep it going, family. We're going to keep it going. If there's anything more that we can do to help you, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll see what we can do to accommodate, as far as the content goes. Anything you'd like for us to talk about, reach out, let us know. We'll be happy to do that. We have quite a few people who know a lot more than myself, and I can reach out to them and get some help and get answers. And it's one Tai Chi 360 family. It's wonderful. So thank you all for being here. I think we pretty much covered everything for tonight, unless you guys wanted to talk about something else.
I'm ready to bow out, Seafood.
Yeah, it's past bedtime, actually.
It is past my bedtime.
Let's bow out, and I look forward to seeing you at the next rendezvous point.
Yup.
Thank you. Let's bow out.
Is that 45 a.m. for our rising?
Early in the rising.
All right.
In the morning for me, so I'm gonna have to catch that one. That one's gonna be recorded, right? Or is it gonna be on YouTube? Or
I'm not certain that we are recording the rising routines quite yet.
Not yet. We're not going to record. You'll be fine. You can do your practice. It'll be basically the same thing.
Now, I'm doing a lot of review also of the stuff on the Patreon, so I've been systematically reviewing that stuff.
Okay, well you're right on track with it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And we'll definitely get together, and I'll have a nice chat with you and see if you've got any suggestions for us from your perspective, Sam, because we're always looking for future implementations, and we are always open to creative ideas.
Especially from people who are actually using the content. Thank you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gotta get the routine.
Yeah, we'll get that worked out for sure.
So let's bow out and give thanks, and let's go to sleep. Get our ready position. Sam, that's okay. No worries. All right, let's begin to settle down the mind, settle down the breath. We should be good to go after that nice little sitting together. Take an exhale and your body will sink a little bit. And then it begins to bounce back up, you know, rising up. The leg begins to straighten. This is an inhale. This is opening the lower dantian, the middle, as well as the upper. This is a thank you. This is gratitude. Whatever you want to be thankful for, just give thanks. Inhale on the way up. Thank you, Sifu. Thank you to all of you for being here today, Soul Group. Thank you big time. I love you all very much and enjoy sharing the space and time with you. And I look forward to many, many more. And we continue to grow together. That is our motto for sure. To grow together and leave no one behind. That's what we're all about. That's a real soul group, a real community. Thank you, soul group. Love you very much. Step together. This is the prayer hands in front of the heart, up to the third eye. Thank you, soul group. Family, I love you all. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Sifu.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon, family. I love you all. Enjoy your training.
Yeah, hey, Sam, we'll get together tomorrow and I'll walk you through some things.
Okay, just send me a message and let me know so I can work it around chores and stuff.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sleepy
Awesome.
right now. Thank you for. Thank you.
Schedule. Just give me a time.
Yeah, I love it. I'll definitely get back to you first thing tomorrow morning. First thing is usually after my rising routine. So what? 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should hear from me.
Well, that's about 3 o'clock in the morning my time. I'm still sleeping, waiting for the donkey to wake up at 6:30.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll wait a few extra hours.
The donkey.
They let me know it's time to eat. They're like, food now.
All right, family. Check in tomorrow. I love you all. Take care. Good night.
Yeah, love you too, Zifu. Peace.